All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This is going to be SaysO versus Gens. This game taking place here on Rune Mall. SaysO spawning as the orange human player on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have SaysO spawning as the blue Night Elf. Night Elf versus human. PJ Nom Nom Nom, good to see you. However you may be watching, however you may be tuning in, thanks for the support as we get this game underway. Yeah. Wow. Just so much has happened in the past couple of days, personal life. Well, as we're looking at what appears to be a paladin rifle build. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a paladin rifle build coming across from SaysO against Night Elf. So paladin rifle not against undead where we often see it, but against Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup. Good to see everyone. Ancient of War being built off to the north here. Archers are being trained up, waiting for the Beastmaster to be trained there. No hero being trained back at home. That's the reason why there are more archers out on the field, with an even third one going to be trained up. I'm actually curious as to why the archer wasn't the one at the tavern. As we're going to look at this Ancient of War step up here in just a moment, and we are going to be engaging that bear, and that Beastmaster should have been closer in on that fight. All right, this will be a little bit of a slow killing as we're looking at the frost armor being applied. Difficult to finish off all of these units here, especially with that ice troll high priest getting in all those heals. We do see a wisp with the repair, but he quickly gets ensnared as well. Meanwhile, paladin already out on the battlefield, using that holy light, effectively trying to clear up this mammoth creep camp as the paladin picks up a gauntlet of ogre strength +3. Beastmaster continuing to summon up more bears here to clear out this creep camp. If you are wondering how there are 2 bears on the map, well, patch changes long ago now allows for 2 bears to be trained up at the same time, giving the Beastmaster a mere menagerie of units out on the battlefield. I do not believe, however, that you are allowed multiple Thunderhawks still. Thunderhawks are still a unique, or the Hawk is still a unique summon. Meanwhile, the Quill Beast and the Bears, you're allowed to have more. Alright, coming back across, we're looking at Gens now setting up an expo here at the top left-hand side of the map. Now, what is going to be going down? We can see that SaysO is teching to tier 2, so he is going to have that tech advantage, and he's actually wandering out across the field with a lone paladin and 2 riflemen. This is a little bit of a tough spot to be in. Are we going to see some easy damage onto that bear? One more final shot onto that bear could finish him off. There, I believe he does get the experience. There is a cancellation on that Tree of Life off to the north. And by canceling that Tree of Life, perhaps we're now looking at a tech to tier... Oh, no, the tech to tier 2 had already started and actually well on its way. And as we're looking at a lumber mill now being placed down as well, one poor peasant actually just kind of trapped there, unable to do anything for now. I don't think I've ever seen mammoths in WarCraft 3 before. No, they are often on the ice maps. Northern Isles, see, there's that mammoth right there. It's just a level 3, 450 hit point creep. Gonna get it cleared up here quickly. Meanwhile, Paladin making its way down with these 3 riflemen, a 4th rifleman getting added in, and with that medium armor, the riflemen should actually be fairly okay. However, we are getting now a Raging Bear, and that Raging Bear can get a bash attack onto these units, perhaps getting in a stun. 900 hit points, quite the amount there. Are we going to see a little bit more damage? We are, as the Paladin, well, cannot move that much more quickly with this army. Again, also forcing another cancellation on that Tree of Life. There's a Holy Light right there. Riflemen already doing fine. You can see that these 2 riflemen are actually kind of split up between these 2 locations. That low hit point with Rifleman down to 32 hit points and is able to teleport back home. We can see a Blood Mage getting trained up here. One lone peasant gonna finally drop off his lumber and get back to work. No Arcane Vault. We can see no Arcane Sanctum. We are getting the long rifles upgrade as the Paladin now tries to perhaps clear up this Ice Troll Warlord creep camp and getting closer to level 3. Alright, so far though, it does look as though Gens has the advantage, going for pure tavern heroes so far, the Beastmaster and the Naga Sea Witch. I guess outsourcing their leaders, don't want any homegrown heroes in this matchup. going for those tavern units. Meanwhile, an unorthodox Paladin Blood Mage going up against a Beastmaster Naga Sea Witch. Yeah, definitely can say I don't think I've seen this particular hero combinations before straight out of the gates. Now, Paladin does now have level 3, so level 2 Holy Light is on the table. 400 burst hit point heals on Riflemen, who now naturally have a bit more armor from that Devotion Aura and could get more as the game progresses from this Blacksmith. Just needs a little bit more lumber to get that going. Level 3, level 2 on the Beastmaster and Naga Sea Witch, as the Beastmaster is just doing a good job doing a bunch of creeping. Rifleman going to come back around, and there's a raging bear there. Are we going to get some damage onto those bears? We're going to see some damage come back across their siphon mana, and that bear quickly going to get taken out. Holy Light saving a low hit point Rifleman, and well, Focus Fire not going to work out all too well, as the Paladin is able to burst heal extremely quickly. However, with no easy way to stun, well, difficult to pick off units, as everyone seems to have a long range units. Those archers, however, still do not have that important range upgrade. The Riflemen may actually upgrade them 600 compared to 500, as we see some more siphon mana there. Alright, Blood Mage back up to 230 mana, well, courtesy of that Beastmaster. Meanwhile, Arcane Vault trying to be built. That's quickly going to get cleaned up and cancelled, as the Rifleman going to come back around here. Poor Peasant going to easily be taken down. Rifleman trying to shoot some Moonwells. That's not going to work out well, as we look at some Raging Bears quickly getting cleaned up. Alright, there's some more Siphon mana. There's a Holy Light. Blood Mage should be able to funnel more mana back into that Paladin here in just a second. Both the Beastmaster and the Naga Sea Witch are low on mana here, as we're still looking at more Holy Light coming back across. Are we going to see some more damage? No, that bear able to stay alive at 31 hit points, and the Blood Mage, well, now halfway to level 2, siphoning mana back into the Paladin. Alright, this combination, the Blood Mage Rifleman working out extremely well, as the Riflemen are just charging on in, shooting these Moonwells and actually doing infrastructure damage. However, behind this, off to the north, we can see that the Night Elf already has that Expo up, so even though buildings are being lost, well, SaysO may not get a say in how much damage he's really doing, since, well, his opponent is getting more gold per second anyways, or will be momentarily. Alright, if the extra income can overcome the losses, that would be a big deal. There you have it. There's a little bit more damage. There's a Holy Light. Beastmaster now out of mana. A lot of Quill Beasts out here onto the battlefield, as we see a transition now into Mountain Giant. 28 to 40 damage. Happy Mountain Giants with a lot of medium armor. Going to be difficult for the Rifleman to do anything, as another, well, Holy Light comes across there. Level 2 now on the Blood Mage. Are we going to perhaps start seeing some Banish as well, as banishing those Riflemen protect them from any physical damage? We are looking at we're looking at Hardened Skin now. Increased resistance to attack damage, as the Beastmaster, well, gets teleported back home, and I believe he used a Mana Stone right there. Alright, Blood Mage off to the north here. He needs to siphon mana off of that Beastmaster. There you have it. Riflemen are trying to get some damage, trying to shoot some other targets. There's some more Holy Light as well, as both sides are just going around every which way. A nice big taunt there. Is that going to be a banish? It will be a banish. Another Holy Light, and that unit is once more alive and well. Alright, Quill Beast could easily get burst down. 1 or 2 more shots. No, the Quill Beast able to walk away quickly enough. Beastmaster also having a little bit of Devotion Aura, providing a bit of additional protection for all of these units. Alright, turning back around, we're going to see one Quill Beast quickly taken down. More Siphon now off of the Beastmaster, which is going to continue to funnel into the Paladin eventually. A Blood Mage now needs to give a mana to the Paladin. Paladin doesn't have enough mana right now to really get any heals. And what are we going to see here? Blood Mage now double backing around. There is the Siphon mana into the Paladin. Paladin gives a Holy Light back to the Blood Mage. Well, Blood Mage giving mana, Paladin giving hit points, as this army squadron still of Riflemen still doing decent damage, as Priests and Riflemen still making their way over. Alright, Paladin about to take down another Moonwell here, and suddenly Gens is now sitting at 40 over 40 supply. Alright, Archers could easily pick off, yeah, it's going to go straight for that Priest, but that Priest is going to be at least okay for now. But remember though, Priests are not going to have the benefit of that Brilliance Aura, as we are upgrading the castle now, and now adding in a Sorceress as well. Alright, this Tree of Eternity, not long for this world. A completely new outpost being built off in the center next to the laboratory. And we do have this, well, this gold mine needing an additional wisp to get that full saturation. However, Gen's currently, well, supply blocked at 40 over 40 supply. Alright, plenty of gold to clear up here. Rifleman continuing to shoot. And I really wonder if SaysO knows about this expo off to the north. He must have seen that expo try to be built and canceled so many times, he may suspect that he's okay. Naga Sea Witch, well, Orb of Venom, additional damage over time. Beastmaster going to go after some of these units. Riflemen just run around everywhere as peasants are now making their way in, perhaps to try and build some towers or perhaps set up their own town hall outpost. Here as well. Bottom left-hand side still has 10 minutes of mining left. The Naga Sea Witch with that Orb of Venom able to deal plenty of damage. More Siphon Mana coming back across here as the guard towers are being, or scout towers currently being placed down. Alright, Speed building an Arcane Vault to place down Ivory Towers may still be the best choice here. Scroll of Regeneration, Clarity Potion on a Blood Mage to make sure that he always has a little bit more mana as both sides fighting. Alright, Archer's going to continue to push here. Well, one Sorceress quickly getting taken down. Bear going to get cleaned up as we're looking at an upgrade to an Arcane Tower. Coming back around, well, Riflemen looking to back up 2-2 upgrades on those Riflemen. Paladin still seeing that level 3. If once it gets to level 4, that additional armor may be too much to overcome. We can see as there are more and more units getting trained up here. 13 minutes into this game and it's pretty much been non-stop action. Is that Mountain Giant going to get shot down? Level 4 now on the Paladin. That Mountain Giant really resistant to damage, down to 260 hit points, but still somehow able to survive and fight its way through. Are we going to see the Paladin? No, the Paladin's not chasing after those units as I originally thought, as the Mountain Giant drains down 3 Moonwells to get back up to full hit points. Alright. Guard Tower, Arcane Tower. Repairs are going to be necessary. Blood Mage trying to get in some attacks onto this Tree of Eternity here. Priest low on mana in the back. Need to get that Adept training at the very least as the Mountain Giant's archers are pushing in from the side. Alright, Paladin looking to finish off. Yes, gets another archer down. Still putting in more pressure. The, well, Rifleman additional 4. So you got to remember, these are essentially 2 4 upgraded Riflemen. And because that, well, Devotion Aura adds an additional 4 armor. That is great damage reduction right now. 32% damage reduction as we could be looking at a Holy Light trying to save that Sorceress. The Sorceress constantly getting taunted and gets cleaned. Alright, Naga Sea Witch down to, down to 90 hit points, being forced to back away as we're looking at Guard Towers and Arcane Towers poking across here. We are now getting Resistant skin as well to perhaps protect them from slow, which the archers are trying to apply to this army. Meanwhile, Paladin, no boots of speed, unable to catch up to any of these units here. Archer may get down to 45 hit points, 12 hit points, now going to back away. This was all an attempt to buy time. Run all the way back to the other side of the map and say, you know what? I can get back into this fight here and now protect my main base. Mountain Giants aren't even bothering to pick up any of the trees here. Since these are not fortified buildings, fortified armor, we are looking at mass repairs. And, well, Gen's going to be able to hold on to this expo at least for a little while longer. Siphon Mana, Blood Mage, removing precious mana from that Naga Sea Witch, and Tree of Eternity holding on to this location for a little while longer, but may not be able to hold on to it forever here as the guard towers, well, continue to pummel here. Blood Mage now up to level 3, level 2 Siphon Mana on the table, meaning, well, more mana transfer into that Paladin. Paladin up to 330 mana now, should be able to continue to heal up as we could be looking at an expo being placed down here in just a second. Northern base still has 9 or 15 minutes of mining left. This main base only has about 7 minutes of mining, so there's going to be a weird time for SaysO if he doesn't realize that there is another expo here. Meanwhile, clearing out the top right, Gen's looking to perhaps get level 3 on the Naga Sea Witch, not fall too far behind in the hero experience race here, as this expo going to get cleared up. Guard towers continuing to poke down this Hunter's Hall. That will eventually get destroyed. Peasants could easily start building up another town hall here in just a moment, as we're looking at the Naga Sea Witch and Beastmaster now barreling down on the main base. 41 supply compared to 64. SaysO has the definite supply advantage. We're looking at the Arcane Tower hitting the Mountain Giant. Instead of the Naga Sea Witch, a little bit of a misstep there. Naga Sea Witch has plenty of mana, gets a Fork Lightning off, and all of these peasants are just going to get cleaned up now. All right. SaysO may be overestimating his chances, thinking that he's flat out destroyed his opponent, not realizing that his opponent has a Tree of Life upgrading to a Tree of Ages off to the north. All right, here we go. Plenty of Ancient Protectors here offering protection. There goes that, well, one Goblin Shredder. This one Tree of Life about to get taken down. We are getting a new Tree of Life over here on the top right-hand side of the map, though, as we could be turning this into a base race scenario. All right, who has more buildings? That is the question. This castle about to get taken down. There's a double Fork Lightning finishing off two peasants. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal try to get these units back away? Beastmaster is here. He needs to use a Scroll of Town Portal. What is going on? Staff of Preservation, do something. Save these units. Scroll of Town Portal, well, I guess he can't Scroll of Town Portal yet because he doesn't have an actual base. All right, he also does not want to reveal that he has this base on the top right. He's purposely going to avoid that. Meanwhile, the peasants are not taking the bottom left-hand side base, perhaps looking to find another way to close out this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Great job so far, pretty much just trying to attack where your opponent is not. Mountain Giants going to be able to clear out all of these buildings pretty easily. Units going to turn back around. Peasants now going to be making their way back. 30 supply compared to 50. And this is still a crazy game as the Beastmaster and Naga Sea Witch slowly retreating back. 15 bonus damage on that Naga Sea Witch. Mountain Giant trying to clean things up here. Mountain Giant down to 500 hit points and it dropping steadily. Is he going to get some support here? That is a big question. Archers are trying to clean up this guard tower. Guard tower will get taken down. Mountain Giant is going to retreat back. Only 2 guard towers left as, well, the Beastmaster summons up another bear ready to engage. All right, Staff of Teleportation inbound. That's just a Paladin. No Scroll of Town Portal as, well, repairs on that main hall. Entangled Gold Mine nearly done here. New Tree of Life nearly done as well. Naga Sea Witch trying to fall back. Naga Sea Witch gets banished. There's a Staff of Preservation for the save. Magnetar Reaver, all of those units are in the far back position here. And still, SaysO may not know what his opponent is up to. And that is going to be the constant problem. Overplaying your hand, thinking that there's no way you can lose and not trying to scout out and figure out that his opponent is still mining gold pretty freely right now with another base about to take over there on the top left. Beastmaster going to finish off this guard tower location. A new Tree of Life could be placed down as well, just waiting for the here. And, well, this is still looking pretty strong. We are looking at 1 Ancient of War, 1 Ancient of Lore. That is it. Meanwhile, Blood Mage Paladin, or the Blood Mage trying to perhaps get up to level 4 here. Perhaps be able to get Flame Strike or level 2 Banish. As more things just constantly get picked up. A little bit of bonus damage as well. Those War Song Battle Drums. Paladin is sitting at level 4. We are at Castle, not getting any additional upgrades. More guard towers are being placed down. But SaysO is in trouble if he does not realize that his opponent is winning the game economically. He's running only off of 1 base. He thinks he has his opponent up against the ropes, but he's giving him too much time to breathe and recover. Paladin picks up a Gloves of Haste here, ready to move on out. We're going to be a quick death on that Wisp once more. Units are on the move. All right, Goblin Sapper. Is he going to be able to find a target here? Goblin Shredder trying to look for damage. What buildings can easily fall here? Trying to figure out where they want to land onto that building. Perhaps going to try to dive on in. All right, in comes the Rifleman. They spot the top left expo. More gold being pulled out, but still more gold being pulled out on the top right. All right, we're looking at Arcane Tower, Goblin Shredder. There's some Fork Lightning trying to finish off some of these other workers in the back here. Naga Seawitch should really be making the trek down here, allowing her Fork Lightning cooldown to find those targets easily, and that's exactly what she's doing. There's 3 peasants quickly getting finished off. All right, more and more workers going to get taken down here. Naga Seawitch going to try to find those targets. There's some Siphon Man. Are we going to see a Fork Lightning? No, we are not, but we are going to see the death of a couple more peasants getting trained up here, as we're going to see a Staff of Preservation save a unit and now teleport back out. The expo on the top left once more being rebuilt. Scroll of Town Portal was used, and that has to tip. SaysO has to wonder, wait a second, I just destroyed your Tree of Life. Where did you Scroll of Town Portal to? Well, if he doesn't if he scouts the bottom left first, he's going to see a finished Tree of Life, take it down, and perhaps think that that is where he is currently getting gold. 39 supply compared to 56. Naga Seawitch gets up to level 4. There is only about 1,600 gold left in this gold mine. Don't make me do the math how long it takes 3 peasants to, well, mine 1,500 gold. Yeah. What, 40% longer? 40% longer of 2.5 minutes. So you guys do the math. Coming back around, oh, it is going to be this case. SaysO knows that there was a Tree of Life, thinks that it is this bottom left-hand side, and now Mountain Giants are once more going to be barreling in onto the main base here. All right, odd plays, no transition into Knights. Knights would be a very strong call with those Sundering Blades against the Mountain Giants, instead of just trying to double down onto all of these Riflemen. Yes, the upgrades are not there. Those would be 0/0 upgraded Knights, and perhaps you still need to go for Animal War training, but better than trying to shoot down these Mountain Giants who are, well, completely resistant to all of this piercing damage. The heroes, however, not as resistant, being forced to retreat back again. Well, Jen's basically saying, you know what, I'm going to try to set up an expo and a base anywhere. That way you just don't know, you don't really know what's going on. All right, Goblin Shredder here. Why is this Goblin Shredder walking so far? Apparently, forestation rules not allowing this Goblin Shredder to, try to harvest lumber close to that tree here. Perhaps off to the north. That's a really, actually, very long trek. Naga Seawitch retreating back once again. There is a cannon tower joining in on the battle. Where is the Beastmaster in all of this? Well, Beastmaster is back here. All right. Mountain Giants could easily pick up a couple of branches. Well, start perhaps taking down this Altar of Kings and these buildings. There is only 700 gold left in that gold mine now. And the Paladin and Blood Mage walking all the way to this corner as Wisps are now retreating away. Gold is being mined out of this gold mine, but at a very, very slow rate as the buildings are getting cleaned up here. There is a blinking, bashing Spirit Bear diving in onto this location. Perhaps going to go after this Arcane Tower. The Cannon Tower also joining in on the fight as well. Beastmaster could summon up some more Quill Beasts. More battle raging on. This Tree of Life going to get taken out. But this Tree of Life already operational. And this Tree of Life has gotten so much gold off of that northern gold mine. All right, Beastmaster continuing the fight. Going to try to continue to shut down all of the economic advantage here. There's only 400 gold left in this gold mine, and by taking every single peasant out of this location, well, it almost makes it that, well, not worth it to try to train up a peasant in order to get any additional gold out. All right, Mountain Giants were temporarily banished, pulled out of the fight there. 43 supply as more peasants getting trained up to get at least a little bit of gold and perhaps try and set up an expo. SaysO may realize that he needs to set up an expo off to the north, gonna head to the north here, see this gold mine, and perhaps just slap himself in the face, not realizing how much gold has been taken out of this gold mine, completely uninterrupted. All right, Tree of Life is going to end up falling. This Tree of Life is fully saturated. This Tree of Life down to the southern position going to be saturated. And this is one of the reasons why, well, Rune Wall is so much better than Echo Isle. Having an actual option, having all of these bases, a little bit more walking areas, and this 5th gold mine just causes interesting strategies to unfold. Naga Sea Witch now going to get to level 5 here. And, well, perhaps pick up a Gloves of Haste, exactly what the doctor ordered. There are also 2 Illusion Mountain Giants here, and this is just a tough, kind of a tough pill to swallow. Mountain Giant's going to try and engage. There's some Banish, there's some Siphon Mana, Fork Lightning going down, there's some taunting as the Mountain Giants. Well, this army just has to absolutely look scary. Blinking Bear going after these targets, looking to get a bash here. There's some Dispel Magics, but these bears have 1,200 hit points. AoE Dispel Magic not going to be as effective as, say, a single target Abolish Magic. All right, Spirit Bear, well, in the ethereal realm right there, unable to get in any engagements, attacks. Blood Mage completely surrounded and now banishing himself in order to survive. Are we going to see some more Siphon Mana? There's a Fork Lightning onto the banished Blood Mage, taking a bit more damage as well and giving more mana back to the Paladin. Overestimating your chances has gotten SaysO into the situation. He's had multiple chances or multiple opportunities to close out this game. Now instead forced to do long distance mining in order to get gold out of that northern gold mine. Now southern side, he's going to find that there's actually another gold mine here and wonder what exactly he missed in this match. More gold still being mined and gathered over here on the top left, as well as the Beastmaster continuing to target this castle here. All right, what is going to go down? Quill Beast looking to do a little bit of scouting. A new Tree of Life being built behind. Should be able to walk in route if that does become the question. There's a lot of Wisps right here ready to try and, well, run away. Are they going to run away? Or are they just going to... We should be looking at some detonations at the very least. No, the Wisps are buying time, it appears, forcing the army to chase while the Beastmaster is going to take down this castle. All right. More engagement, more damage again against all of these buildings. You can see the peasants are actually trying to take out this entangled gold mine on the bottom left. As the army once more comes back around, there's going to be a staff of teleportation, and that's going to be going after all of these poor peasants who were trying to pick off this one entangled gold mine or entangling gold mine. All right, Orb of Venom, come on, get those shots down. One shot, get another shot in the back, and that is going to be it. Naga Sea Witch ready to head back off to the north. Quill Beast getting caught out in open field. And, well, more Ancient Protectors being placed down. Jens is just, well, gonna make it difficult. He knows that his opponent cannot deal with all of these Ancient Protectors, fortified armor, right? And this little outpost location, the Riflemen are just not going to be able to do much. Tree of Life, well, once again, gonna be destroyed. Blood Mage making its way off to the north here. So many Ancient Protectors. That Blood Mage, what is it hoping to do? It is just taking so much damage, and it doesn't even give a GG, knowing that he let this game get away from him. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.